Hi there, Leslie Sansone Williams here. Wanted to talk to you today about the 5 toughest or most interesting questions and most commonly asked in an interview that I have experienced, whether it be, interviewing to work in a marketing department of a corporate, large, several hundred division corporation, or for a small law firm or large law firm. It could be any size, but these questions so many times come out of interview books. When I was looking at interviewing a potential paralegal candidate for a law firm, I went over some of the questions that I was asked, and then I looked in the books and I figured I would do maybe 8 to 10 questions at the most, if that many, because my goal as the interim administrator for the law firm was to engage the person in conversation so that interviewee could relax. And sometimes then when you're relaxed, you can say what your honest answers are. When you're so nervous, it's difficult, right? And I felt that way too in many interviews that I've been on. I would try to relax myself and breathe before I went in. So remember to do that it's not the end of the world to go on an interview. And it's better if you can be yourself, but be on guard at the same time. So you want to keep negativity out of the interview, number one. One of the top questions that usually comes, and I'm going to give you my experience, it comes out of the gate almost first, is what is your greatest weakness? What do you perceive as a weakness? Now, you don't have to, if you don't like to organize, but yet you're going for a legal job, you have to ask yourself, am I going to be okay doing this? Because I'm not that organized at the house, but at work I have to be. It's a choice that I make to be organized. To do this video, I had to be organized. If I just do this off the cuff, it will look really lame. So I have to be kind of organized in order to get my thoughts together. And you have to be that way at work, in this type of field anyway, and in most jobs. So my greatest weakness for me was that I didn't like to do filing. However, I would allocate time every day to do some filing so that it did not build up, and that I would have just that maybe 20 minutes a day to do it. Most people don't like filing. There's a group of people, yes, who would, because maybe that's a de-stressor, to just do like a type of work during the day for 20 minutes that does not require any thought, not much thought. So that could be one of your good answers. You don't want to say, because I lose my temper easily, that's not a person they would want to hire. So relate it to the work a little bit. It's an easy answer. I used to say that I'm a perfectionist, and they would say, well, how is that a weakness, really? That would work well in a law firm. So I don't think that being saying, well, my weakness is I'm a perfectionist, is a great answer. But I think the thing about the filing is, if that relates to you, that you use that 20 minutes in a day to stay on top of things. Now, if you have never worked in an office, you can't say filing. So you've got to use something that maybe you perceive as a weakness, but isn't like being super negative in this interview, to show what you did to solve it. Okay, that I use a to-do list to keep me on track with all the duties I have to do in a day, So number 2 is, how do you prioritize your work? How do you know what work to do first? Well, when you're starting out in the paralegal field, you have to discuss that with your attorney, so you know what that attorney views as the most important work to do. As you get your sea legs, and you get to understand what's important, what's not, what can wait over here. Like filing can wait usually, unless the attorney has to take that file to court, and then you want that file looking great, so the attorney's not hunting and loose papers are not flying all over the place. And you say, excuse me, I'm going to go in a paralegal position. I'm going to be doing filing. Excuse me, don't I have a secretary? Most paralegals do not have secretaries. All right, some do, but most do not. So yes, you will be doing the filing, and you will be doing the prioritizing of the work. Now, the attorney may flat out just say, I want this done now. And sometimes they'll tell you two things that they want done right away, and you have to clarify that with them. Communicate. Communication is everything. So how do you prioritize your work? How do you know what to do first? You would meet with the attorney and go over the workload for the day and put down numbers by each task. There you go. And if the attorney comes in and says something about where's that, that document I told you I wanted done first, sometimes they change up what they want done first. So you need to clarify and communicate. But communication is key. You're going to have a to-do list. You're going to have the attorney look at it and say, yes, that's right, that's how I want it done, and you're going to communicate with the attorney. All right? So that's how you prioritize. Now, we'll do this as number 3. Why did you leave your current position? Really, really think about this answer. Don't go down a negative road. If you had a boss that was just horrendous to work for, it was terrible, verbal abuse and all this stuff, leave that off to the side and talk about that you were looking for a position to better yourself, get into a new career, and one that offered you new challenges that you could rise up to in the areas of organization, new skills to learn in research, that type of stuff. So keep it positive. Don't go down into something negative that happened at the last law firm. We'll do number 4. Why should we hire you? What are you bringing to the table? What is that thing that they will be so happy about that they hired you for? Is it that you come with a strong work ethic, a good attitude, a willingness to learn, and that you're a self-starter? All positive statements. Okay? And the last one is, tell me a time when you handled a difficult situation. How did you handle it? The HR director or manager or the administrator that's interviewing you, or an attorney that's interviewing you, there's a difficult client on the phone. How would you handle that? Would you keep your cool? Would you be able to keep your cool? And what would you say to a client that is giving you a lot of headaches that day, like calling up and being obnoxious? It happens. Would you lose your cool? Would you lose your temper? Or would you keep your cool and try to solve the problem and talk it over with the attorney? So those are the answers. What if it's an internal, another employee? You've got to talk it over with your attorney or go to the HR director or administrator, as they're called in a law firm. So those are some of the most important interview questions that you will be asked. When they ask you what your weakness is, they'll probably also ask, what is your strength? What is your strength? What will be your strength in the office? Will it be your strong work ethic, that you will get the work done, that you know how to prioritize, you know how to use your to-do list and communicate that to the attorney? Is that your strength? So think on how you would answer those questions. What do you bring to the table where they will be so thrilled that they hired you, okay? So that is it for today. Have a great day. Don't forget to check out Paralegal Coffee Talk on Facebook, LeslieSansoneWilliams.com for the website where there are a lot of podcasts. And then also, if you're not on the YouTube channel viewing this, then go to Leslie Williams 126 on YouTube to watch a whole bunch of new videos that are coming up over the weekend. So have a great day. Oh yeah, and the legal break-in book is in the description box below. Don't forget to check that out. So have a great day. Oh, you know what I always forget to mention is right above here as the video is playing and you'll see one little bar pop up and you'll see another box. Click on those videos. It's an easy way to get to them, and it's kind of a fast track to get to another video. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.